And let's get back here with our Super Bowl winning GM, Charley Casserly. Let's start right there at the top. Edge rushers kind of always get that consideration there at the top. Why does Myles Garrett go number one in your mind?
Well, I think he's clearly the best player in this draft, especially what he does, like you says, in edge rushers. Guy's a dynamic pass rusher. Cleveland's going to go to a 4-3. You got Emmanuel Ogbah on one side, who I think has got some ability to rush the passer. You got a bookend here. This is the guy you're going to have to game plan against. Frees up Ogbah some. So all of a sudden, you're starting to look like a defense when you got two pass rushers on the outside.
And you go no QB for two teams who you very well need a quarterback in the 49ers and Bears there at number 2 and number 3. So the needs there, is it an issue of just not having the value there at 2 and 3?
Well, it'll be interesting how this plays out. Right now, starting off the mock draft season, and that's what we have, I don't see the value there to take a quarterback. You know, Trubisky's my number 1 quarterback. Mahomes at Texas Tech is my number 2 quarterback. I don't see either one of them being the second or third player in the country. So that's why I don't see him there. Now, Kyle Shanahan, hey, they may go figure something else out with somebody else. They may like a guy at the end of the first round and trade up and get him that way. They may take the best value, and let's try to move up to take a quarterback, and let's not overreach at this point in time for a quarterback who's not worth that pick.
So in slotting Leonard Fournette to the Jaguars at number 4, in your description, you wrote he does some things better than Adrian Peterson. What are those things?
Well, first of all, Adrian Peterson is a Hall of Fame player, and he's a top back. I mean, you don't want to be an instant evaluator. That's what you don't do in scouting. But it didn't take long in that first tape to realize Adrian Peterson was special. Now, here's the thing. There's 2 things I think Fournette is better at. I think he's a little bit more instinctive because I think Peterson is a slasher. Okay, he's just a downhill slasher who runs a little bit upright. I think, Fournette has better body lean going forward and is a little bit more instinctive. Again, Peterson's going to the Hall of Fame. We have no question about that. But that's what I think of Fournette. I think he's the second best player in the draft. And somebody wants to have a great back. Hey, take this guy. Change your offense and your defense with your first pick.
That's some high praise right there for Leonard Fournette. And finally, you don't have a quarterback going off the board till number 10 when you got Mitch Trubisky going there to the Buffalo Bills, who still have Tyrod Taylor there. Do you see Trubisky as a contributor early on for the Bills?
Well, Taylor's not the answer. Now, they may end up reducing the contract and bringing him back and still taking a quarterback. So he's not the answer to me. Again, to me, he's my top-rated quarterback. Figured I'd slot him someplace. There is a need here. But again, this guy's consistency is not really what you want. I think if he goes high, it's Blake Bortles. In other words, we're not going to get him in the second round. He's our top-rated quarterback. Let's go take him. I think that's what happens with Trubisky.
All right, Charley Casserly there breaking down his top 10 of his first mock draft, which you can catch on NFL.com right now. Charley, thanks very much.